Welcome back, everyone, to beautiful Southern California and the NFL on EA Sports. Currently, the Saints in control of the football as we resume the action in quarter number 2. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Now back to throw. A little short pass here to Hill. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. We're just shy of midfield. Here's second and a yard. They'll look to throw here. They'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Saints.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. Right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be a third and about 13.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third
back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
New Orleans offense set to take over. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henry. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
Well, it took us...
The dream of reaching the NFL has been realized. But within this opening chapter, there is a message for every rookie. In the NFL, nothing is given. Everything must be earned.
the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Superdome, just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. Currently, the Saints in control of the football as we resume the action in quarter number 2.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Yeah, that's a good throw right there, and our understanding is that he's probably going to play the bulk of this first half. It's only the 2nd week of the preseason, but you can already see the connection he's got with his receivers and tight ends. And he's clearly enjoying himself so far. That throw, it picks up a first down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to
And here comes the rookie. I don't care how good your college career was. This transition to the NFL is hugely difficult.
It's as simple as this phrase. This is the NFL. It's different.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll get this out to Kamara. Call it a gain of a yard. And it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards. And the Saints 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks.
The pass.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
The 46-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
6 on the play. It's now 4th down.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage.
That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And now they're in the hurry-up.
To Rashid Shaheed. A gain of 20 on the play. It's now third down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll set up to throw. He'll try to do it himself, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires.
This franchise considers him a key part of its future. In its present, though, he's going to have to earn his playing time and faces an uphill battle to unseat the current starter.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Caesars Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. We're in the first quarter of play, and it's the Saints in control of the football. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up second.
They'll set up a throw.
At the 32.
Kamara wheeling it in on back-to-back plays. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
Saints first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Saints first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Here now a 3rd and 20. He'll drop to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Okay, break. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
24 yards. That's good for a Saints first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Alvin Kamara. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Kamara up the middle.
The 42-yard line.
A little juke. 20! And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 5. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down.
Let's go now.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown.
Chris Olave taking it in. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
23 yards.
23 yards on the play.
Saints. First down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
17 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 26.
Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
19, Tiger, 19.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there.
First down pass.
You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready, go!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill from 3 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw...
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Runs over him. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
2nd and 5. Wide open receiver complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
That's good.
As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. He completes it to Olave. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Not every Hall of Fame career begins with a superstar debut. Many faces in Canton needed time before they got on the field. Such is how his career is destined to begin.